Hi Stage 3. Today we're going to be learning how to use mental multiplication strategies with Mr. Host. Our learning intention today is I'll understand how to use mental strategies to multiply 1 and 2 digit numbers. Mental strategies allow us to multiply without using pencils or paper or even a calculator. So in Stage 2, you will have looked at different mental strategies. You would have looked at things like the split strategy, doubling, the compensation strategy, known facts, and tens, hundreds, and thousands. Now today we're only going to look at 2 of those strategies just as a revision for you. So we're going to look at the mental strategy, the split strategy. So imagine we had the number 46 times 8. That could be challenging to work out if we couldn't break it down into smaller bits. And this is an example of how I would break it down. First thing I would do is I would split it into 2 parts. 46 times 8 equals or is the same as saying 40 times 8 plus 6 times 8. Now I have the ability to work out each of these sections without putting them together. So each of these sections, 40 times 8 equals 320, and 6 times 8 equals 48. I know how to do that. I know 10 times 8 would be 80, and I can times that by 4 to get 320. I know what my times table 6 times 8 equals, and it equals 48. Then I add these 2 numbers together. So 320 plus 48 equals 368. So the process I've gone through is I've broken the numbers into their place values, their tens and their ones. I've multiplied the parts of these. Then I've recombined these parts to make the product. Here's a second example. So my question is 36 times 23. Slightly more challenging because it has 2 digits on each side. So I'm going to split this up. 36 times 23 is equal to saying 30 times 20 plus 30 times 3 plus 6 times 20 plus 6 times 3. So I need to find out the answer to each of these parts. So 30 times 20 we know is 600. 30 times 3 we know is 90. 6 times 20 equals 120. And 6 times 3 is 18. Once we have these, we can add them all together, allowing us to find the answer of 828. So we can say 36 times 23 in fact equals 828. Again, we've gone through the same process. We've broken it up into the numbers, into their place value. We've multiplied it by parts, and then we've recombined those parts to get a product. Now, it's going to be your turn. So I'm going to ask you, once I show the question, for you to pause the video so you can complete this question. Here we go. The question is 42 times 5. Please pause the video and then we'll go on and answer it yourself, and then I'll give you the answers at the end. Now you've completed this task, let's go over how we work this through. So 42 times 5 can be broken into 40 times 5 plus 2 times 5. Mark that correct if you had that in your book. 40 times 5, when you multiply that, equals 200. And 2 times 5, when you multiply that, equals 10. Mark this correct if you had that documented down. Now, adding those together will give you the answer, 210. So therefore, we know 42 times 5 equals 210. Now, you've just worked through the split strategy. Let's look at the doubling strategy. So our question for the doubling strategy is 27 times 8. We know that 27, when you double it, is 54. If you double it again, it's 108. And if you double it again, it's 216. So 27 times 8, therefore, equals 216. Because we've doubled, that gives us 2 times. We've doubled again, that's given us 4 times. And we've doubled again, which has given us 8 times. This works amazingly for the 8 times tables. Question 2. 53 times 4. Again, we can use this because this is an even number that we're timesing by. So if we double 53, it comes out at 106. If we double it again, it equals 212. So therefore, our answer is of 53 times 4 equals 212. Now, again, like with before, when I show you the question, you'll pause the video and you'll complete the question yourself before I show you the answers. So the question is 26 times 8. Please pause the video now and give it a try yourself. Now you've given this a try, let's look at the answers. When we double 26, it equals 52. When we double 52, it equals 104. When we double 104, it is 208. Therefore, 26 times 8 equals 208. Because we've times it twice, we've times it 4 times, then we've times it 8 times. Now, when we're using mental strategies, we've got to consider which one works best for you and the question you're given. So we've got to look at efficiency. Not all mental strategies are going to be as efficient as others, so you must choose the mental strategy that works for you. As I said, these are not all the mental strategies you know. You learn a whole bunch more in stage 2. Thank you.